Hey guys. Hey guys. I know I'm sorry. I'm here a day early, but welcome to Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. I'm so sorry. Um, I don't know. I really just came on today because I'll explain it to you. But um I want to see if I'm buffering and share out the stream real quick. All of that quick little stuff. Um, let's see. Let us see. Yeah. All right. Let's share. I hope you guys are doing well. And I'm just sharing out this stream. We're going to talk about back to the basics. And see. Hey Ron, how you doing? We have a member. We have a member. And it's Ron Weasley with Dorcas Lives and Fam. Hey, Life of Nicole, how you doing? Nicole, you have really been touching my heart. Seriously. Let's see. Um, Stop by. Oh boy. Let's see. Am I buffering at all? Nope. But the quality, the playback quality don't seem that good. Oh well, whatever. But good to see you guys. Let me start off by reminding you to like, subscribe, share, turn on your notification bells if you decide to give me a thumbs up or down. That's really up to you because here at Hello World and Be the Difference, we want you to practice using your free will, something that we've God givenly been given since birth and somehow got lost in translation on how to use that. So, up or down is fine by you. It's fine by me. Hopefully, you'll feel comfortable with what you've picked. And also, that is it. Doing well. We love you. Aw. You need a whole watch? I know. I know. So let me tell you how my day was. So I woke up this morning. I went to work. Work was good. And then um I don't know. And then like on my way home, I saw something really disturbing on Instagram. And one of a fellow vending friend of mine, well, a fellow vending person that I know, um, she posted like a homegoing. And I was like, wait, what? And so I think that just shook my world even more. So just remembering that life is really like this. And I know she had her had her, bout with health. But it still hits kind of different when you have to see something like that. And I know that they're probably going through it because that was her heart, you know what I mean? So that kind of made me just be like, let me go live today and talk about going back to the basics. Um, that was pretty much it with my day. It was just a regular routine day. Thankfully, nothing went crazy. Everything was smooth. Um, that was about it. Um, you need more shirts? Hey, Purple, how you doing? Welcome to Hello World. There's a whole website full of shirts, Ron. But I think at some point in life, we need to really evaluate how we operate. And that's part of going back to the basics, right? We get so intricate and detail oriented in how we actually live and the expectations that we put forth, and we miss the whole point of living. And somehow a lot of us haven't even been able to be in the basics of life for whatever reason, you know? Um, Different things may happen as a child or preteen, different shocks and different ideals and ideologies are sprung on us, and we just go with the flow because we were told to listen and obey. And then at some point, not all of us, but I believe a good majority of us figure out this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Something just isn't right. Like I know for me, for a while, like I felt like life was like this. You know what I'm saying? It was like misaligned. It's like the alignment was almost there, but for some reason it was always just. And then I went back to the basics. I went back to just not being distracted. I guess at the end of the day, that's what it all boils down to. It's just not being distracted with different things that go on in life. Going back to the basics, right? Maybe sometimes we do need to strip ourselves from the wonderful things that we've acquired so that we can focus, right? Maybe you can focus with all of the things that you've acquired because it's not distracting you. Maybe you can. But for those who have been just filled with distractions, you got to start taking that off to understand how kind of messed up sometimes we are, right? We think that, oh, I'm a decent person, right? A lot of us believe we're decent people and that, we do good to people, you know? But really, how good can you do to people if you're not good yourself? That's part of going back to the basics. Hey, hi, Just Be and Terry. How you doing? Good to see you. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Minister of Music, Terrence Trower. Good to see you. Hey, Patty D. We have a member. We have a member. And it's Patty D. So we grow up and then we are plagued with responsibility. So we kind of forget about us, about the I factor, right? Imagine life if the majority of us actually went back to the basics and rerouted some of the things that we've become accustomed to. I know legitimately for a fact that the most human error that there is the treatment of another human. And we do not treat each other kindly. Not all of us, but the majority of times we don't. That's going back to the basics, understanding what the word kindness means. And I think a lot of kindness has to deal with nothing of yourself. It's the giving aspect, the service part. And how many people have a heart of servitude? There are times when we should focus on us, but I believe the majority of our life should be of service to each other. That's really going back to the basics because nobody ever teaches you, like, hey, Unless you're underneath some type of religious or like, like Buddha type things, you're never ever taught to be of service. And then sometimes that service is more of like, is it service or am I a slave? Because there's a fine line between that. But when you go back to the basics, the origin of who you're supposed to be, you'll understand what service is. Service don't always look clean. It's not always nice. It's not always rewarding at that very moment. But why do we need to be rewarded for doing something that we were innately supposed to do? I don't know. If we all really go back to the basics, I guarantee a lot of the things that you worry, let me say a lot of the things that we worry about won't will be so trivial, meaningless once we go back to the basics. I think a lot of us will understand that just the very mere concept of breathing was the dopest thing that could ever happen to a human being. And breathing without any type of blockage is the dopest thing that could ever happen to us. That's what going back to the basics can sometimes mean. Heck, y'all know if you've been with me for a while, I used to be diamond up, jewelry, clothes. I had to have the finest things in life. Not because everybody else had it, but because I just thought that was the best thing because I had to prove until I realized that that all doesn't matter. And anyway, some of it got stolen anyway. And in other things I don't even use. I have it like in a safety deposit box. I don't have anything on me. I mean, that's what happened to me when I went back to the basics. I'm not saying that having diamonds and all that other stuff isn't good. I'm not saying that at all. But your focus might not be to obtain it. My focus is to obtain and to help mend a broken heart. It's not a fun thing to do. It's not easy, but it's just something that makes me feel like I'm contributing to society. I know we're all built up on top of hurt, but when we get down to the basics, you start to chip away all of those things that hurt and they become brand new. And then you're like, well, what am I supposed to do with life now? Like, well, how am I supposed to live life now? Like this is fresh. Like, I don't know how to be, I don't know how to be human because everything that I've built my foundation on is gone. So it's scary. Yes, I'm sure it's very scary, but it's worth it because now you can now take that torch and be a blazing fire to someone else who may be hurting and understand that once a human being can go back to the basics, then would I be saying it's a lie all this time that humanity can be amazing and can be at peace majority of the time? I see so many and I don't I no longer go to different um lives anymore because it's just a lot. But The general consensus that I've noticed, it doesn't matter where I am, whatever platform I'm on. I could be in that community, I could be in this community, I can be right here in this community. But the whole general consensus is majority of times everybody thinks that somebody is against them. But can you blame a person for that? No. You want to know why? Because we were built to be competitive. We were built and raised to always do better than the next, whether we realized it or not. I say it often. You better get an A. What's wrong with a kid having a C? What if that's their capacity? So now they're building their foundation on a hurt and stress for trying to be something that they can't be. And then they go through life always feeling like they have to compete with somebody else in order to be accepted. Nobody is more against you than you. And then you allow others to go ahead and be on top of being against you too, right? But if we go back to the basics, you know what else happens when that happens? The confidence that maybe we weren't taught to have, or maybe the confidence was supposed to be just for us. You'll get that. Is everything foolproof? No. But wouldn't you rather be 80% foolproof than a whopping 20 on top of hurt? No. That doesn't work either, right? Wouldn't you rather be happy than sad majority of your life? You don't think that's possible? I think it's very possible. That is what I see. Even not even on YouTube, just in general. I could look around in the office at my job. I can look around in the office and I could see all the different people who are competing and don't even realize that they're competing. Shoot, maybe sometimes I'm part of that. I don't know. I'm not I'm not an angel. I'm guilty of things too. But once you go back to the basics, you become more aware of those things. And you can stop yourself and be like, wait a minute, self, reconfigure yourself and, fix that. Because you ain't no good to anyone else if you're not good. Yeah, we are a bunch of broken people. I believe that. I I I'm that sometimes. I'm that before. Sometimes fall off a little bit, fall off the bandwagon a little bit. But then I remember where my foundation started to be rebuilt again on. And it ain't what I was accustomed to anymore. It's okay to be a little vulnerable from time to time. But what is even better is that we operate the way that humanity was designed to be operated. I believe, like, want to get all religious and biblical and stuff. Like, I believe that we were supposed to love each other. I mean, from front to back, the Bible was about love from the beginning to the end. Even when you were being disciplined, it was still out of love so that you don't hurt yourself more. I mean, maybe that was just a message for me. I don't know. But how many of us are willing to go back to the basics or even to try to find what the basics really means? That alone time with God or your maker or whomever you believe in, that alone time can make the rest of your life feel a lot more comfortable than the beginning of your life. Hey, Alec, how you doing? We have a member. We have a member, and it's Christopher W. Good to see you. So, if you happen to be someone who is hurting right now, uh, I don't know, maybe you hurt yourself, maybe you've hurt others. I don't know, maybe you feel guilty. I have no idea. But you don't have to hold on to those burdens. That's not your duty. That's not your call. It's never been our calling to hold on to things that we weren't supposed to hold on to. It was always our calling to live life abundantly, right? Isn't that what they say? Live life abundant. And until we start going back to being more aligned, it's going to be like this. There are some times when I feel like I'm right here, right there. I'm sorry, that TikTok thing again. Sometimes I feel here, but then it feels so much better when I'm at least here. Even if I'm teetering a little bit, much better. So, the solution to all of your worries and your fears and your doubts and your anxieties has always been to go back to the basics to understand where and when you came from and what you need to do and how life is not as stressful as it can be if we don't put all these extra burdens on us. Y'all, at one point I had four vehicles, me, just myself, four vehicles. No, three vehicles. I had three vehicles, just me by myself. Three vehicles for what? What did I need three vehicles for? But I had it. Did that make my life any more enhanced? No. Was it any more meaningful? Absolutely not. I mean, but that was my goal. I was like, well, I want to have a car for every day of the week. Meaningless, but I get more fulfillment from just being there. Mm. I'm good, Alec. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think that it's a worthy cause and a worthy try just to maybe go back to the basics? Find out what life can be like without all of the distractions, without, I don't know, without worrying so much about things that you never were supposed to worry about. Freeing yourself from all of the things that were holding you back, all of the pressures, all of the expectations that you didn't put on yourself, but others did. Be good, get great grades. You better not fail. If you can't pass this, then I don't know what else to say. I can't help you. I don't know. Figure it out on your own. We need each other. At the end of the day, we need each other. And if somebody throws out a hand and says, please help me, you going to just leave them like this? Somebody's hand is out asking you for help, and you just going to leave them just like that. How do you think they're going to feel now? Lonely, broken hearted. You know what I'm saying? That thing did really hurt me so bad. And it's so crazy because I had been thinking about her daughter because we used to vent together, like tell each other different events and, you know, check out this. And we used to do that. And her parent was there all the time. Her mom was always there, always had a good rapport with her mom. And it's just so amazing how I was just thinking about her so bad. And I was like, why am I thinking about I should have reached out, you know? And then to see today, that's why I was thinking about her, because she had just lost her mom. I don't know when her mom passed away, but this is why I tell you guys when somebody comes to mind, reach out. Even if you don't think, even if it seems inconvenient for you, reach out. It's a reason why you. See, but when you go back to the basics, you will become humble enough to say, it doesn't matter. It's not about me. It has nothing to do with me. I just need to do what I'm supposed to do, what I'm directed to do. Hmm, 26 minutes. I hope you really do decide to go back to the basics and figure it all out and start from scratch. You know, be like a real baby with understanding, like, yeah, life is so dope. And kind of like forget about all of the things that hurt you, have hurt you, are hurting you, and just be like, yo, I understand now. I understand what Joy's talking about. This death hurt me bad. She was just commenting not too long ago on some of my posts. You we don't know. We never know the time nor the day, nor the hour of when we'll never meet again. So that's why you have to make every situation and meeting like get the best out of those experiences because you just never know when you'll never experience it again or when you'll never get a chance to be like, hey, again. You just never know. Thank you, Ron, for the super chat. Hey, ALS, how you doing? Good to see you. You just never know. And it's not only about going back to the basics. Sometimes going back to the basics will require you to change some of your habits too. You can't be a fresh baby things like you can't be brand new and then walk in the same mud. How to walk around it. Because when you have fresh eyes, you'll be able to figure out different strategic moves you can make so you don't have to go through the muck and the mire anymore. You can see that thing coming before it even comes. Hmm. Just cherish each other no matter what. Even the people that you don't really like, you just cherish them because today they may be gone. And tomorrow you can't even be like, dang, maybe I, too late. But we have to remember there's got to be a change here and here. And if that is not there and there, you're never going to understand what I'm saying. Shoot, I wouldn't understand what I'm saying. You gotta want it. You've got to want to understand life outside of what is not working that well. And even if it's functioning, why do you just want it to function and not move smoothly? Mm! Mama Ray Ray, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. I miss you too, Mama Ray Ray. I do. I hope your son is doing well. Let me see. Everybody just talking to each other. I hope your son is doing well. I'm glad that you're still around. I was thinking about you today too, Mama Ray Ray. And then one of your videos, that Peppa video came up. So I said, let me go over there and just say hello. We used to talk sometimes, Mama Ray Ray. Not often, but once in a blue. But life is getting real tight, y'all. So at least make your rounds. At least once in a while, make your rounds to people. I'm not even talking about on YouTube. Just make your rounds to people. Shoot, it could just be the person at the grocery store. Make your rounds. Smile. That's also going to help you go back to the basics, or want to at least go back to the basics. Because when you see how beautiful humanity really is, I don't see how you would not want to be a part or take part in that being better or spreading more love. Shoot, helping people recognize what you feel now. Will it always be perfect? No. There is no perfection. But if it's as close to comfort as possible, that's all that matters. Yeah. Of course, Mama Ray Ray. And like, I don't know, I just be trying to stay very low key. Just just very low key and mind my business. This one right here. Cause who else is doing it for me? Who else is gonna mind my business for me if I'm not putting my best foot forward? If I'm not majority of the times focused, if I'm not majority of the times going back to the basics, how is this gonna be effective? I can't be a hot mess all of the time. I gotta be on point. If I'm gonna be effective, I have to be on point. We sacrifice something every day, everybody. What are you gonna sacrifice? Anyway, y'all, we've been here for 33 minutes, and that's really all. I was supposed to come on tomorrow, but that that death really did just keep on putting a reminder of how beautiful and amazing life really is. And if we don't start understanding that, if we don't start grabbing hold of that, if we don't start appreciating life and the people around it, if we don't start doing those little things, even the people that get on our nerves, even the people that we may live with, even the people that we may work with, even the people that we may be in passing, the people that we may drive in front or behind or side by side, if we don't start appreciating that, there's going to come a time where you're like, dang, I met them, I knew them, but you won't even be able to talk, communicate ever again. That is final. So I challenge you to go back to the basics and really start understanding what life and how life is meant for us to live. Because there will be a time where there won't be another chance. There will be a time where you might say, I wish I could have. I wish I did. I should have. But at least let it be one of those, well, dang, I was supposed to call this day, but the history we have was good. And the people that are left to deal with that, we have to be able to be available to them if they want. If they don't want it, then that's all right. You can't force yourself on nobody, right? That's another thing that you learn when you go back to the basics. You can never force yourself on, you can't force yourself on anybody, or you can't force people to do what you want them to do. If you ever think that you can, you are missing the whole point. Never expect anybody to do what you want them to do. Never force anybody to do what you want them to do. All you will do is create friction. And then, resentment and hate. Those things are real and they will grow. So, going back to the basics means self freely giving with no expectations. That is the hardest thing to do, to have no expectations, right? Because we all expect or anticipate something. But when you practice it long enough, you really don't expect anything because you know it's not about you. Hey, Francis. Oh, snap, Francis. That's how you been? When the pandemic started, I realized I don't want to be remembered in any other way but as engaged and caring person. So I'm doing it now as much as possible. And thank you. Girl, I also realized this pandemic has thrown us so much off focus. People's conversations is nothing but like pandemic. You can have, how you doing? Oh, but did you get your vaccine? Hey, how you doing? Coronavirus. Hey, how you doing? Somehow, some way, the conversation always ends up going to the virus. We need to shift that focus. It is a real thing. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying to forget about it. But what I'm saying is that is our primary thought pattern. The news is inundated with nothing but, oh, today 4.4 million people, more than ever since the vaccine started, have been infected. I'm like, give ourselves a break a little bit, maybe. Y'all want to see something real quick before I go? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you this. I did a vlog that I didn't post because it was too short, but I'm gonna show you what I did. Hold on. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Gotta leave on a good note, right? I told you guys I like to do paint and sips, right? Look at that. That's my latest. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I did that. See my little name right there? And guess what? Always gotta have heart somewhere. Love. Isn't that cute, y'all? This is a vlog that I did. I just didn't post it. It ended up being like 4 minutes. So I was like, I can't post that. What would I post it for? That's it right there. I love it. Don't you love that? Isn't that cute? Patty D talk about purple rain. Right? And then we're losing so many public figures, really notable ones. And the rest of us who are lucky enough to either live past their age or to live scathe free of the demons. Well, let me not say demons, of the things that oppress them. We got to start going back to the basics today, guys. I don't care if you think your life is amazing and great, there's always a room for improvement. If you think you've arrived, then what do you need to be on earth for? You might as well go to planet, be the difference, right? You don't need to be here if you don't think there's any room for improvement living. So, yeah, let's give our lives a little break from consistently thinking about all of the turmoil that's around us and remember how beautiful nature is and how once we reconnect with nature, you are, in essence, saying, yes, I want to go back to the basics. Simple as that. Sing day. Okay. And Purple was here too. Where's she at? Purple rain, purple rain. This is her chapstick, y'all. Dun, dun, dun. Purple rain, purple rain. Where you at, Purple? I know you got to be in here. Ooh, purple rain, purple rain. Don't you ever let another day go by without saying hello to somebody that you know? Purple rain, purple rain. Okay, come on, guys. Let's take it to the bridge. Mm. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ooh, 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 ooh. I see you in the purple rain. I see you going back. I see you smoldering. Yes, right there in that purple rain. Oh, yeah. I see you growing. Yes. I just want to see you coming up and out, in, out of that purple. Mm. Ooh, yes. Ooh, ooh. I just want to see you getting better. Go ahead, reduce some of those broken tendencies. Where's my cape at? I don't even know. Where that? Come on, Joy. Bring it back to the beginning. All you want to see is healing when you come out of that purple. Ooh, 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 leg up in the air because you get that note. Woo, keep it up there. I am. Bring it back down slowly, gently, like an artist. I did. Oh, oh, wrong note. Wait, let me think of the note. Oh, wait, the wrong note again. Oh, oh, all you got to see is, I think me, right? Me in that purple. Sorry, that note was bad. Rain. My name is Joy Whitney Vandross, and I'm out. Drops mic, exit stage. Thank you, Patty D. You too, Francis. Oh, thank you, Ron, again. I'm thankful for that. Yes, this is her chapstick. Purple Rain started her I mean, not Purple Rain. Purple started her business, y'all. And go out and support her. Go out and support her business. Anytime, Patty. If that could help someone have a better day, then I just did my purpose for that moment. And now you could go ahead, since you're ignited, and spread your purpose to another person too. Hey, Mr. Wise, how you doing? Good to see you. But anyway, guys, I only like if there ever is, because guys, technology's getting crazy. If there's ever a moment in life where you ever have to question me, just know that I have always, and my intentions have always been, and until the day I die, I will try my best to put my intentions to do nothing but bring people up, to help people be someplace where I used to be, where I didn't have anybody just like being there. I never want anybody to feel like that. And I know it's impossible to prevent that from happening to people, but I don't want to be, if I have any type of power, I would love lighter, that burden more light, that heartache ease up a little bit, even if it's for a few moments. And imagine how much more you can do once you do the steps of going back to the basics and seeing how beautiful life is and seeing what you went through, you never want to see anybody else go through. That's always been my heart. And I see life and I see the world in a way where I know it's more beautiful than what is being advertised at this point in time. And if only we could remember that this doesn't last all day, it doesn't last forever, and that we need each other. And that no matter how incredibly good, bad, or ugly you have been, it doesn't mean that you can't change and learn how to navigate differently. Because when we build each other up, we can't do nothing but go higher. And that's what I believe life was intended for us to live, and how it was intended for us to live, to help build each other up so we can enjoy these very few moments. I am here on Hello World as often as I can. Thank you for tolerating me today. Um, that junk just shocked my spirit when I saw that thing. Like, I just can't believe. I mean, whatever. But I appreciate everybody who gave me a super chat, everybody that was in the chat. I hope you I hope you got something out of it, a little bit. But the most important thing is that you are beautiful and amazing, and there is no mistake about you. And that you have the power, if you want, to be the best version of yourself as often as you can, even when it hurts. And especially when it hurts, that is when the best parts of you can become prominent, and other people can learn from you and grow with you. Don't forget, you can shop Be the Difference clothing for all of your inspirational needs. I have books. I have the link right there in the pin right there. Go check that out. I launched some new socks, so go check those out. All of them should be up and running now, so you can go ahead and buy something for yourself and your friends. And if anything, just keep on being as good as you can be. And until we meet again, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I'm signing out on another episode of Hello